I mean, damn, the power wristband increases my strength stat more than the Kaiser Knuckles does. And the Kaiser, look how much more it costs to use the Kaiser Knuckles. Like, what the fuck? I don't know, this is the only thing I can think to do, really. Just try and get my characters to do even more damage to try and kill the Bahamut quick enough so I don't have to deal with Exaflare. I don't know what else to do. I really don't. I don't know what else to do. I mean, damn. I feel like at this point I have to keep Sarah as a Ravager at all times. Like, I don't even think when I have them staggered that switching Sarah to a Commando would do any better, just because I have her magic stat so much higher than her physical attack stat at this point. Yep. Oh my god. Switching to easy mode is always an option. If this battle is too bullshit, I can always switch to easy mode. Don't think I won't. I've done it once in this game already. Don't think I won't switch this game to easy mode. See what happens. And maybe even that won't be enough to survive XIII. I mean, if the game is literally gonna just always force me to have to go through XIII, I'm just fucked. I'm just hoping maybe there's a way I can dodge it, prevent myself from having to do it. I mean, that's gotta be the whole point of the fight, right? Because there's no way you can survive XIII unless your characters have maximum 9,999 health, pretty much. You haven't started your countdown yet, have you? Alright, let's start. Come on, we can. Okay, good, good. Damn, Gigaflare does just as much, pretty much, as Terraflare. No dodge, no dodge. How the... What the fuck? Actually. I don't know, maybe this game, it really is, you really are just better off having your characters try and be all the different jobs in a paradigm shift. I mean, for most of the game, you really haven't needed it to be like that, but this fight's really making it stand out. Where I feel like if I could switch Sarah Null to any paradigm I wanted, I could have 2 Ravengers out here to help get the enemy staggered. Like right now, I could be just using nothing but magic with 2 Ravengers. Maybe once we get healed up to a certain point, switch to 3 Ravengers. I don't know how good that would actually be. and just get this thing staggered as quickly as possible, and then I don't know what would be the next best thing to do. Whether have, because I feel like at all times you're going to need a medic, right? But maybe you could have a medic, a Commando Ravager like I am right now, and that'll be good enough to kill it. Or maybe you could have a medic, 2 Commandos. I'm not. Sometimes it's hard to tell what's faster than killing them once they're staggered. If you have one medic with you, a combination of medic, Commando Ravager, or a medic and 2 Commandos. The good thing about a medic while it's still staggered, oh my god, it's gonna be close. I did it. The good thing about the Ravager while it's still staggered is you're still increasing the stagger gauge while it's staggered, so physical attacks will do more and more damage as you continue to increase the stagger gauge using magic. Yeah, I think increasing my stats like I did actually did help. I think it is. It's not completely obvious, but I think I am doing more magic damage, doing more physical attack damage to them. It's making all the difference in the world. I mean, that's what it seemed like right there. I really hope this is the last battle, because I don't know if I can take another battle. There's another battle. I hope it's like Final Fantasy XIII, and the last battle is a joke, essentially. Oh, you've got what? Are you fucking kidding me? What is going on? How did that kill? Oh my god. I cannot believe that just killed Noah and Sarah. Oh, this is devastating. I cannot believe that kill Noel and Sarah. It looked like they were fine on HP. They weren't all the way up, but they had most of their HP. I mean, it's a big reason why I probably did kill Sarah and Noel is because they didn't have any magic resistances on them anymore. And we essentially got his health to half on that one stagger. Go, 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 go! Countdown's at 3. Yeah. Oh, what? Still did it. Somehow his stagger gauge is up. I don't know how, but I'll take it. Still could do the flare move here. Just scared. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure our health was all the way up before this shit. I think I made the right move there. We could be dead if I didn't do that. Come on, Planitor. That sounded straight out of Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, that sound right there. Come on, come on, come on! Oh my god. Such horseshit. Come on, hurry up! Please hurry up. Thank Jesus. Alright, I'm pretty sure everybody's at full health here. Ah, shit. Let's go! Please tell me that's it.
Told me that Yule was reborn because of me. And I have to die. We must free Yule. Kill me. You're the only one that can end this eternal torment.
Even if it were for Yule's sake, I wouldn't want to kill you.
Lightning is dead. I killed her with my own hands. Will you allow me to go unpunished?
You're lying.
In Valhalla, time does not flow as it should. Long before we began our battle here, I had already faced her. Now, she sleeps, never to wake. Things that shall happen in your future have already been decided in my own past. I know how it begins and how it ends.
Then you should know you can't provoke me. No matter how hard you try, I'm not going to kill you.
That's right. You hate to kill anyone, don't you? Noel, born at the end of days. You understand the true value of life. But know this. You will kill me, Noel.
Can I not kill him? Am I supposed to not kill him? Seem more in love with this character.
Won't do it.
Impressive.
No!
He who can change time must choose between those who die and those who live. You must bear the burden. The eternal paradox.
So I'm guessing either way, if I killed him, I would stab him like that, then that would have happened. But if I showed mercy, he still would have gotten. He would have killed himself essentially. So basically, the same result would have happened either way. So it's kind of like.
He always wanted to come back here, didn't he? He wanted to come back here to die.
It's kind of like, why even give me the choice?
He did. He could end Yule's cycle of rebirth. This way, all the Yules that are called back to Valhalla, they can be with him here. They don't have to return to be born again.
He heard you. In the end, he believed what you told him.
This is a world that gives birth to infinite possibilities. But that's all there are. Possibilities. There's no death here, but no real life either. Yules that returned to this place chose a different fate. They wanted to be born again. They didn't need immortality.
They wanted reality.
But Caius wanted something different. Something he thought was better than life. A dream where he could protect the spirits of all the Yules forever. But I'm not like him. I'm going to find her. Find my Yule. It doesn't have to be forever. Just... I want to be with her in the future.
Let's do it. Build a new future.
Yeah. I never wanted to hurt anyone. I didn't want to lose my Yule. I didn't want to lose anyone. No one deserves to die. Not even you, friend. Farewell.
You resolved the final paradox, Kubel.
And the timeline is back to how it was.
Kubel.
Sarah, you feeling okay? When the timeline changed, did you see anything? I mean, did you feel any pain?
No. I feel great.
Good. Why don't we go and find Lightning?
Okay.
I don't think she's here, Kubel.
Wait. You don't think that Caius really...
No, that was just a lie. Now that the timeline is fixed, she's back in her own world. I bet she's waiting for you, along with everyone else. The paradoxes are resolved. The gates will disappear soon. We better hurry on back.
Right. So this will take us to 500 AF. I guess that's where we'll be living now. 500 years in my future. Maybe Lightning will be there.
It was the future Lightning fought to protect. It's the start of a brand new era.
What about Fang and Vanille?
They'll be there for sure. And don't forget, Hope is in that time as well. Once the gates disappear, everyone stays where they are. Every day, we'll be able to look into the sky and see the new cocoon above us.
I bet Snow will be waiting there, Kubel.
So, well, we'll see. That'll be up to Lightning, I think. Yeah?
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah?
What about Saz and Dodge? Are they going to be there? They're the only two I don't think we mentioned. And what happened to Alyssa?
The shield has been deployed. Major fissures detected in the pillar. Collapse is imminent.
Rescue team report.
Hold on, switching displays.
We're pulling out.
Come on, Saz.
We've got Vanille and Fang. Their crystal is intact. Bringing them home.
Great work.
Thank you, Saz. Thank you for saving them. They've kept our world safe for centuries. But now they can rest and join us in our new arc.
Paradox levels are holding. Sir, they're not coming down.
The gates haven't been shut down yet, which means the timeline must still be unstable.
Director?
It's okay. Sarah and Noel will fix it. They just need more time.
The pillar is coming down!
Yeah, it's more music that's gonna get these videos partially blocked in some countries and regions and all that bullshit. Yes. It's awesome. I love hearing this. Maybe if I just keep talking and talking, it won't be a problem. But yeah, I guess, so yeah, that's what I'm going to try and do. But yeah, I guess all the characters are going to be living 500 years into the future from the events that Final Fantasy XIII took place. That's neat, I guess. Yeah. What the fuck is this? This is the new Cocoon? Is it? Is that what this is? The new Cocoon? Yeah. And that's where everybody is. So is the old Cocoon falling down? Is that still fucking up the world below us? Or
This is our ark, our haven. It will be called Benevelza, and it shall be the new home for the human race.
I wonder what the significance and the meaning behind that name is. Benevolence. I'm not sure. Well, here come our main characters in the nice, cool-looking CGI cutscene, looking all fresh and good. Yep. Crisp. I guess they're Saz. I'm pretty sure there's some way to make you show up in a festival place. The gold saucer wannabe, but I could never.
Welcome home. Thanks.
I don't know what it took to do that, but I don't think that. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. That'll be interesting to see in the future. Of when I look up this game on the internet, on YouTube, and
You're okay now.
find out shit about it. Yay.
Feeling alright?
That's what I always like to do in between games. I like to go on YouTube and try to find out secrets, stuff I miss in the game, watch some review videos for these Final Fantasy games. I had been watching the Projared reviews. Projared is one of my favorite YouTubers. Makes great reviews, especially on these Final Fantasy games. Some Call Me Johnny, he has reviews out for 1 through 7, but he stopped after 7. I guess he got burned out. It's been a while since he's done any. Did the last one, did Final Fantasy 7, but then there's
Thank you.
Clement, the great Clement. He's got really undeveloped. He's got really long videos on the games, but they're really good. Yeah, there goes Sarah. Yeah, this is the scene. This right here is the scene I saw long ago. Damn, I don't remember it being this intense though. So there goes Sarah. But she'll be back when Lightning returns. I am positive about it. Because another thing other videos I like to watch are the in the nutshell videos. And the Final Fantasy XIII in a nutshell video pretty much spoiled that. Yeah, all the characters collectively, every single one from Final Fantasy XIII have a
But why?
happy ending at the end of Lightning returns. So
You were safe. Everything was fine.
yep, everything was fine.
Future changed.
Yep.
It changed.
When you change the future, you change the past.
If you change the future,
Yep.
you change the past.
And now Sarah's dead.
The effects ripple outwards, up and down the timeline. The series is supposed to see it all.
Yeah, sorry I'm talking. I just really want to see if
She saw this vision?
this really helps with
Yes,
my video from getting partially blocked
it killed her.
by talking over this fucking music. Seems to be going away now.
She knew the risk. If we altered the future,
Yep, it's very
she
sad.
knew what would happen.
Damn it.
Be in
All this started because of you, Sarah. Now you're dead again.
I wanted to.
We're back at square one. Back at square one. For Lightning Returns. That's where we're headed.
Safe.
The goddess. She is gone, Kupo.
What? After all that, the goddess
The heart
died?
of chaos beats in my chest. A manifestation of Etro. Should this heart stop beating, the goddess will die once again.
I killed the goddess?
But you didn't. Kaya's dead. Aren't you, like, if you killed Caius, aren't you supposed to inherit
When
the goddess's heart?
The chaos of Valhalla is unleashed. The chaos has the power to warp the timeline and destroy the past.
Uh-huh. How about that? A to be continued in a video game. Well, anyway, that was Final Fantasy XIII-2. Okay. The positives of this game, just comparing it to Final Fantasy XIII. The gameplay was better. Just because it, for the most part, didn't get frustrating like 13 did. 13, again, I've said it multiple times before. Hopefully this is the last time. I'm sure I'll bring it up in Lightning Returns though. But anyway, 13's battles were just, they got to the point where they lasted a lot longer than they needed to. You were just basically doing the same thing over and over, just slowly dwindling enemies' health, boss's health, until you finally killed them. And it was aggravating. 13 was difficult, but the difficulty, it was difficult. But that wasn't the problem. The problem was just how long it took to kill stuff. I felt like it was just simply that. Other positives. There was a few quality of life features in the gameplay too, like if the party leader, the character you're essentially playing as, it didn't have to be just that character that died for it to be game over. It could be, in this game it was Sarah and Noel. If those two characters died, it's game over. And there's only, you know, there's only one other character in battle, and that was your monster character that you had fighting with you, which was kind of a cool addition to the game. The monster feature, you could collect monsters and have a monster party member to fight alongside Noel and Sarah, and grow them and switch them out with each other. You would have different monsters with different jobs. So gameplay wise, this game was better than 13. Overall. But story-wise, 13 was better. I really feel like 13, story-wise, is one of the better Final Fantasy games for me. And this game is probably one of the worst. And it wasn't... I'm not going to say the story was bad. It just wasn't... It's just... It doesn't meet my taste. The time traveling and the paradoxes and all that stuff, it's really something I can't get into. That being said, I think by the end of this game I started getting into the story a little bit. Just because, like, the whole idea of Noel's views versus Caius' views was kind of interesting. Their views on Yule. Another thing this game was better than 13 is honestly the playtime. This game, compared to Final Fantasy 13, is actually considerably shorter. And, you know, to me that's a positive, because I feel like 13's overstayed its welcome. This game didn't quite overstay its welcome, I don't think. All that being said, I think I prefer Final Fantasy 13 over Final Fantasy 13-2. That's a little crazy sounding, because the gameplay is better in this game. It's less frustrating. It's not as long of a game. And the game length, I mean, some games, when you play them, you don't ever want them to end. Especially when you're playing the game you love for the first time. You know, I do think there is such a thing as a game being too long. But anyway. I just feel like 13's story is just so much more engaging, and it helps me personally get engaged more into the gameplay. But honestly, I think I just like 13 better than 13-2. I think I still overall prefer Final Fantasy 13 over 13-2. So we never got to see snow again. after we split ways with them. Saz was barely in the game. Lightning was barely in the game. So why did they put Lightning on the cover for this game a little bit? I guess they just wanted to have Lightning on the covers of all 3 games. I guess you do enough with Lightning to justify her being on the cover. She's important enough to the story. She's definitely, I mean, after Final Fantasy 13, she's probably definitely the most recognizable character. And I wonder what happened with Alyssa, but I guess we'll find out Lightning returns. She's definitely, there's something going on with her. She is more important than what she's leaning on. You have unlocked the Fragment Scale Paradox Scope. It's time to head to the Mystic residing in Serendipity. This Fragment Scale will give you the courage to face challenges you thought were impossible. You will find yourself being able to destroy enemies you should have no chance of defeating. Switch this power on, close all the gates in the Historia Crux to reset locations, and challenge yourself to achieve the impossible. I guess I can, if nothing else, talk to her. Yep, epic finisher. And there, okay, so there's Valhalla being added to the Historia Crux.
Time flows in circles until all possibilities have been tested. It will remain locked in this arc for all eternity. Here, a moment in history endlessly repeats itself. Perhaps this same tale has been acted out in the same place at the same time for eons beyond counting. But such knowledge will never be the province of mankind. Only the gods atop their throne in the timeless realm of Valhalla can see the span of history in its entirety. But now her temple lies dormant, and the bells ring a funeral dirge. The battle to decide the fate of the world begins once again.
Yeah, I guess I can just talk to the whoever's here and see how that goes. But I guess it'll just give me a power up essentially. I don't know. I probably should not even be doing this. Like I should just end it. It's you, right?
It is clear as day. You were the ones chosen by the goddess. The fragments you carry are proof of her faith in you.
Paradox scope. A badass. I probably could have got some of this stuff earlier if I just talked to her, but I didn't. Challenge history's possibilities. I wonder if that's just going to instantly unlock stuff on the Historia Crux. Paradox scope. It's probably just going to be, or probably just act like a god to do stuff and unlock more stuff. Death of a goddess. The goddess is dead. Noah plunged his sword into the heart of chaos, and Etro's very presence faded away like mist. Freed from the deity's constraints, the chaos of the unseen realm then rose up in a great wave and smashed apart Etro's gate with contemptuous ease. The swirling maelstrom rolled forth with a strength beyond imagination. All of existence was engulfed in darkness, and the world that remained was bereft of life and death, past and future. At the height of her battle with Caius, Lightning realized this fate was unavoidable. The wary warrior accepted her defeat and entered into crystal slumber with but one wish in her heart. An immortal wish to destroy the divine heart within his beast. To destroy the divine heart within his breast and unleash the maelstrom of chaos. This was Caius' only wish, and so he waited. He needed one who could surpass him in battle and had the potential to still the heart of chaos. When Noah was born, the guardian's prayers were answered. If Caius failed to open Etro's gate, he would force Noah to slay the goddess. With the timeline still bent and distorted, the chaotic energy freed by that act would rise of its own accord and shatter the gate. It was his only hope. Well, anyway, that was Final Fantasy XIII-2. So yeah, again, like the game tried to give me a choice whether to kill Caius or show him mercy, but even when I selected show him mercy, he still just grabbed Noel's blade and killed himself anyway, and so it's not like you gave me a choice, but it didn't matter. The same shit was gonna happen either way. I don't really like that. Like when games give you choices to make you think that, you know, something somewhat big can change by selecting one thing or another, but it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It really doesn't amount to much. Another game that does stuff like that, like it has choices throughout the game, and you think it might affect something, but it really doesn't, is Final Fantasy IX. Like some of the choices might affect, like I think some of them actually like affect what is said in the Moogle, like the Moogle messages they send to each other and stuff. Not exactly sure, but like those choices you make in Final Fantasy IX really don't do anything. At least 7 and 10, there's a dating system or an affection system that your choices go into. That's cool, and I wish there was more to it though. Like there's some decisions in 7 that don't affect the affection scores, and I just think every decision you get in that game should affect it. Period. And really, it might just come down to just have the decisions you make in the game affect it. And I wish more did. But then you got some decisions you make that don't affect it. At least the one, like deciding how to infiltrate Shinra's headquarters, you can take the stairs and avoid enemies or fight the enemies. You know, that's a decision. That's cool. Those are two cool, distinct things you can do by making a choice. But anyway, I guess Final Fantasy VIII is another game that gives you choices, but they really don't do anything. Like I don't think they do anything at all. At least not. Maybe they affect the Moogle messages, but 8, I don't think the choices you make in that game would do anything at all. Like the choices Squall makes, like what dialogue should Squall say? Should he be super emo or should he be actually nice and have a soft spot? But they don't really do anything. Anyway, that was a little bit of a side tangent. But yeah, that's it. That's all of Final Fantasy XIII-2. What else can I say? It was I guess it's a shame, you know, because this was a better game than 13. That's not saying but so much. Gameplay-wise, it was a better game than 13, I think, overall. But the story just... I could not get into the story of this game, or I could get into it in 13. I'm not, you know, I don't want to act like 13 had a perfect story. It was a great story. It didn't have flaws. It did have flaws. The story did have flaws in 13, but I felt like overall it was a good story. I don't feel like this was a good story, in my opinion. Overall, it had some interesting parts of the story, especially toward the end. I just time traveling stories just aggravate me more than anything else, and I just can't get into them. So just my personal taste. But anyway, next time I'll be starting a Let's Play of Lightning Returns Final Fantasy XIII, and we'll be ending this Final Fantasy XIII trilogy. And until then, nevertheless, Thank you, Final Fantasy 13-2. There were some fun moments here and there throughout the game. I think I was just kind of burnt out on Final Fantasy 13. And this game, the gameplay is better, but it's still the same gameplay largely. You know, I was burnt out from playing this gameplay. I think Lightning Returns' gameplay is completely different from 13 and 13-2, and that is welcome at the moment. Like when I first started playing Final Fantasy 13, it was just such a relief to be doing the ATB turn-based combat or some similar to it. I just really didn't want to have to do MMO style combat again like 12, so it was just such a relief to do the combat that 13 had. And it was very welcoming at first, but as the game kept going, it just got older and older, and the game got more aggravating. And then this game picks up, it's the same in combat, it's not as aggravating, battles don't get ridiculous, and there's some quality of life features to the gameplay. But still, I was just still burnt out on this gameplay, I guess. So that probably didn't help 13-2. Maybe I had a little bit of an unfair advantage there. But still, it's just this style of gameplay is just not the most fun. I mean, Final Fantasies 1 through 10 are all better gameplay-wise. Final Fantasy 12. I still might like 13 and 13-2's gameplay over 12. I think I do, but I don't think I would grade it much higher than I would have initially when I first started playing 13 than 12's combat. I don't know. I miss the old Final Fantasies. Final Fantasies 1 through 10. Especially 4 through 9. The ATB system, those games all had. I would still have to say that's my favorite. So, damn, I'm glad Final Fantasy, the series, has gone to real-time combat over MMO style combat that 12 had, and over this style of combat that 13 and 13-2 has. But man, I wish Final Fantasy, I think for the Final Fantasy series, even though I do love real-time combat, especially for Kingdom Hearts, but the Final Fantasy games I've played that has real-time combat, 15 and 7 Remake, they still don't feel like Kingdom Hearts. I wish the Final Fantasy series would go back to the HEV system 34, 39. I think that's the best. Even if it went to turn-based combat, like 1 through 3 had, or even 10's version of it, like that's all pretty good too. Hey, Future Shades here, and I just wanted to work into this video that I have looked up and watched some videos about Final Fantasy 13. Some videos just talking about the game and talking about some secrets and things that you could miss in the game, and I kind of just wanted to share some of what I came across. So this game does have some not really alternate endings, but it has these things which are paradox endings. Actually, let me get into my game real quick. But yeah, this game has something called, it has multiple paradox endings, and how you obtain these is you would do something that like you wouldn't normally be able to do, something kind of post-game-esque, like here, I'll show you. Like for this level, replay it. So close the gate and replay it and fight the big Titan thing. I think his name was Adma. So you could fight Adma, and if you're leveled up and strong enough, you could actually possibly defeat Atma without using that gadget to winnow his health all the way down almost. And if you beat him legitimately, you unlock a paradox ending. And I'm guessing where the paradox ending would show up is it would show up in the grade octagon on the gate matrix map to the top right corner of Brush Ruins 5AF here, and that's basically what some of these octagons are for. Like a handful of them are just to view paradox endings. Like another paradox ending you can get, I believe, is back over here. I'm not sure exactly where it would be, but it would be that like fantasy world, or maybe not really a fantasy world, but just alternate timeline of New Bodham. Like New Bodham 3AF alternate timeline, basically where Sarah got sent to when she lost her fight to Caius, I guess, and Caius essentially sent her to 3AF where lightning was there and snow and everything was happy. But because by the end of that, you get a question from Lightning, and she's like, well, not really a question from her, but you get a question from talking to her, and it's basically like, do you want to stay here, or do you not want to stay here? And if you hit stay here, that's what unlocks you a paradox ending, and you can view that. So there's different approaches to getting some, and most of them really aren't all that interesting. There was one that I found very interesting, and there's actually a paradox ending for Academia, and I guess to get it, I'm guessing you would have to get all the Gravitian cores. I collected 6, but there's a total of 7, so there's one I didn't get. And you only need 5 to complete the game, but if you get all 7, and I might not be exactly right with this, I might be missing a detail or two, but if you collect all 7 Gravitian cores, it seems like it would trigger a question from Melissa when she hands you that artifact to access this gate here to send you to the Void Beyond, to where Caius faces off against the separated Sarah and Noel and finish them off and like sends them to alternate realities. But instead of the game just making Sarah just accept that artifact from Melissa, there's a question, and it's like, do you want to accept this artifact from Melissa? Yes, no. And if you select no, all of a sudden a bunch of, I guess they were Academia or the Academy staff, Academy guards, military, I don't know, but they just storm the room all of a sudden, and they're arresting Alyssa, And Snow's there too, and Snow's the one who found out Alyssa. So yes, Alyssa was working with Caius. And she kind of sets up Noel and Sarah into a trap against Caius. But in this alternate ending, or this paradox ending for Academia, and I don't think any of these paradox endings are canon, but in this alternate sort of ending, Alyssa is caught, and Sarah actually goes off with Snow. The game doesn't really outright say or state why Alyssa's working with Caius, but from the video I was watching, he said, and I found this very interesting too, he said Alyssa is probably working with Caius because early in the game when Alyssa was like freaking out and about the tombstone, and she saw that the tombstone didn't have her name, and she was like so relieved, and she gave her whole spill about that. Like, that was kind of the game implying that Alyssa, in the normal timeline, Alyssa actually did die during the Purge. But because of these paradoxes and time getting all distorted, that altered her future, and she survived it. But now, since Noel and Sarah are fixing all the paradoxes, that could lead to Alyssa's early death again. And Alyssa is made aware of that, and she's trying to prevent that. So that's very interesting. But the game never really outright states that's why Alyssa's helping Caius. I just wonder in Lightning Returns if Alyssa's going to show back up. I mean, I guess it's canon that Sarah and Noel just took the artifact from Alyssa and moved on, fell into Caius' trap, and, the rest of the game happened. Even when, because I did it in this Let's Play, even when you go back and visit Academia after getting out of Sarah's and Noel's alternate realities and all that stuff, like you can go back to visit Academia, but Alyssa's nowhere to be seen, and Hope is like, yeah, Alyssa's gone. She's gone off to do her secret business that she won't tell me about. So it's interesting. I just wonder if any of that will get touched up on again in Lightning Returns, like Alyssa is trying to prevent her from stopping existing, essentially. And yeah, I just wonder how that's going to go in Lightning Returns. Also, there's also a secret ending in this game. And in the secret ending, in the throne, I guess XIII's throne, that you see lightning turn to stone in, or turn to crystal. Instead of seeing her, you see Caius, and Caius is all fine and dandy. And basically, he's given out a monologue, and basically, he didn't die in this game. He didn't actually die, because we killed him, or really he killed himself, but anyway, he died in Valhalla. And so you can't really die in Valhalla. So he's still alive, and everything has gone according to plan. He killed the goddess. The goddess's heart was vanquished inside of him, so the goddess is dead, and chaos has been unleashed into the world of Final Fantasy XIII. So I guess that's really the setup for Lightning Returns. And yeah, so I guess Gaius is going to be a threat in that game as well. I guess you know, if nobody can die in Valhalla, then how can the goddess die in Valhalla? But I guess she's different. But anyway, yeah, I just kind of wanted to share that stuff. That was all the stuff I found the most interesting. You know, it really doesn't change my opinion on this game overall. I just still can't get into time travel mediums. I just can't. And I mean, the way this game is structured is, there are some interesting things. You know, I'll give credit where credit's due. It is. They did get creative with this game, and with the idea of time traveling and alternate realities and such. And they definitely could have. This game definitely could have been worse with the time traveling and such, and been more aggravating for me. I just can. You know, I just when it comes to ranking the story and all the aspects of it, this would probably still be toward the bottom of Final Fantasy games for me. It does seem like the majority of people would say that they like this game more than 13, and that this is a better game than 13. I mean, gameplay-wise, I would have to agree with them. I think this game is better, and it's just all because of this game has more quality of life than 13 did. I mean, that's really it. I mean, gameplay-wise, this game is very, very, very similar to 13, but it just has more quality of life, and 90% of that, for me, and why that's so much better than 13, like the biggest thing with the quality of life, and I've said this over and over again, but battles just don't get aggravating in this game like they do in 13. Like the second half of that game, battles are just a slog to get through. The repetitiveness of them is so aggravating. They take forever to get through, and they're more aggravating than 13, and they help 13's playtime be a lot longer than this game, and I just feel like 13 overstays welcome. This game is considerably shorter, and for me personally, that's a plus in this game, because this is just not a game that is super fun for me. So, I mean, I don't care what game you're playing. If you played it over and over again without stop, then you're gonna get tired of it, right? But I mean, it's not like you have to sit down and you have to play through a game beginning to end, right? I mean, so I don't really like to hold game length against games too much. And it's just very subjective, because again, like if it's a game you really like or a game you love, then you don't mind it being a long game, right? But if it's a game you don't like, then you do mind it being a long game. You know, if it's a game you don't like, a lot of people might just give up on it. But and I'm not trying to say I dislike this game. I think it's an okay game. It's okay. I just, story-wise, it's just off-putting. And, you know, I think most people would say gameplay is more important than story, and I would agree to that, but story is still very important. I think it's probably, you know, gameplay for a game is probably 40% of what's important. Story, I would say, is like 30% of what's important. And that's just a rough estimate. Maybe I would go even higher. Maybe I would say gameplay is 50%, story is 40%, and then the other 10% is just stuff like the hidden details or you know, crafting and stuff like that. But I just think, you know, a lot of people might disagree with me on this, but I think 13 had a very solid story. You know, I'm not trying to say it's the best story ever, or the best story in Final Fantasy, far from it, but I thought it was a pretty solid story all in all. I think it's just, I mean, when it comes down to it, I just think 13's story is a lot better than this game, and the story did help me get more into the gameplay in 13, quite honestly. And, you know, super linear hallways and all, you know, whatever. Like, 13's story just helped me get into it more versus the story in this game, and that's just me personally. And I honestly, I just think the story of 13 and just that alone just makes me like 13 more than 13-2. And even though this game has the better gameplay, the better quality of life features, that's just me. It's not like I like 13 a lot more than 13-2. It actually is pretty close, but I think I would say I comfortably like 13 more than 13-2. I hate to break it to you, though, I don't think even when I rank Final Fantasy games, I don't think either game is making it too high on the list, quite honestly. But anyway, I just wanted to share some thoughts here. Well, let's move on to the outro of this video. Take it away, Pat. That's all for Final Fantasy 13-2. Until the next Let's Play.